Hello and welcome back to Surviving Mars. So in the last episode the colony was hit by a cold wave and also the long winter story bit. So we are currently still in the cold wave. I need to produce a lot more power because I'm currently draining my batteries, although it's daytime and the solar panels are online, but only some of them. There's also some kind of displaying bug right now because I am quite obviously still in a cold wave. You could see everything is frozen, but the cold wave is no longer displayed. This marker disappeared in the last episode when it reached the 4 sol mark. I do clearly need to produce more power. That's very obvious at this point. So I'm going to build another fusion reactor over here, I guess, where I can use the drones to pick up the electronics easily. Placing one here, right in the way of these people running around. I don't even know what they are. Why are you running around? Unprepared meal. I need more services. Okay. Do we need more gaming? Okay, unprepared meal, whatever. Unprepared meal. Kind of confused. You're allowed to use services. These children are allowed to use services. That's a mistake. Because they're clocking up the service building. This rocket now has 8 drones and I don't know where they come from. So I'm going to put them into this drone hub and then prefabs, and then I'm going to... Okay, this is clearly not enough. 10's good. I had 20 here. And some here. That's like super annoying that the drones are like picked up from all over the place. And then you have to try to guess where they should be. Oh. You know what? Clearly build another one. One is not enough anyways. Oh. What do you do? Okay. Polymers here. Machine parts. Running low on concrete in this depot. Still having enough up here, so. Okay, we just run out of power. That's stored quite, yeah. That's not good. This one went to eternal fusion and I still don't have enough power. Also a problem because the heaters are turning off now. That's not good. All the heaters should be maxed. Okay. Something's not working. Keep the heaters running, please. Come on, build the last one. Russia is getting anomalies now. Okay. Another eternal fusion, and now we are actually losing more power than we can store. Always the drones, that's the furthest away that needs to bring a resource. Where is it? So annoying. There it comes. There's resources here. Russia wants to scan research progress with Safari. I'm going to send Sledgehammer 3. Let's go. And then I'm going to refill it again. So I got 3,000 science from this Project Spring. It's not really worth it considering how much science I'm actually getting by normal researching. That's also why I forgot to research all these sites, which I should probably do. Not that it really matters. But they're clocking up my map. Okay, this rocket come back. Land here, not having any payload, which is kind of interesting. No, it has an RC Safari. It's not being shown here though, that's interesting. I have way too much fuel anyway, so I better use it now. What I want to do in this episode anyways is I want to build more rockets. I have too many machine parts as well. Need another depot. And then do these planetary missions. Like melting the solar ice caps for 20% water, and also space mirrors. Not the greenhouse gases, I don't care too much about those, but the magnetic shields, which all destroy the rocket that's being used, so
research complete.
I need more rockets, obviously. So, we have Sol 420, not just like a funny number, it's also the Sol with this eternal cold wave should end. Immortal engines. That is a story bit I've never heard of. Okay, so this story bit, I actually thought something like this when I read the title. There's a movie called Mortal Engines, that's probably based on a book. It has a very weird premise, and I actually think that the premise doesn't really make sense. To be honest, much like Snowpiercer. A weird premise, and then you have to build a story around it, so the story doesn't make any sense to me as well. So I got the extra option to pick this one here. If I would lose 40% of my hippies, like this option as well, loses 40% of the hippies, that perks hippies. 79, so that's like 2 of 5 that would leave, so that's what, like 32 hippies, and I would get 20 enthusiast nerds, so that's pretty cool. Numbers are shuffled around. Yeah, colonists are leaving quite apparently. It doesn't matter, I have more than enough housing space anyway, so more than enough unemployed. However, I wonder if they are like Martian bonds. Oh, look at this. That is actually not very good, because this person is a youth now. She's an enthusiast nerd, so she's probably from this event, but she's born in Sweden, and she's not Martian born, so she actually suffers sanity damage from this cold wave. So that's actually kind of annoying. Well, it's not exactly an oversight, because they come from this colony, I think. I don't really understand how the story bit's supposed to work. You are not working because I have too many electronics. Okay, another very random problem to have. And the cold wave's over, hooray! Turning off all the heaters. And I do get 15 more Alpha 5 souls to all colonists, and heater power consumption is half permanently. So whatever the number was here before, it's 5.7 now. 11.4. That is actually a huge boon for early colony, and it's also somewhat helpful to this colony, because I had power issues, and I probably won't need the solar panels in following cold waves anymore. I don't need more water, I don't need more oxygen, so that's fine. Okay, with the new colonists, I got to check the rare traits, because maybe I was lucky and I got something interesting as well. 5 empaths, already know these. Saint, this is a new saint, and he's a renegade. Okay, Obi Polaris, I know. This guy's too. Okay, going to give him the tour in a second. I'm going to check for celebrities. 0 celebrities, okay, interesting. And probably, I was about to say probably 1 genius. That's 8 geniuses. Okay, that explains another 1050 research. Also, I know that this is the last research in the... Oh, I actually thought I researched Martian festivals, probably not. Yes, so you live in Asimov, you're at the university, you don't need to go to the university. Unemployed Dogius, Van,
Electrostatic
have
dust
been
storm
here.
approaching.
Martin 2, Delaney 1. At least he follows my orders quickly. Delaney 2, 1 and good. Bujold, Van 3, and Asimov 2.
Research complete.
That was a very quick research. King 1, okay, so he has been in all the domes.
Anomaly analyzed.
This rocket is filled with fuel. We're going to send it to... None of these are really interesting. And this rocket, that's the first one that's going to be sacrificed to give me a space mirror. It is fuel, it needs a little more fuel, but there should be fuel in range. If I move this commander up here, the drones can fill it. Yes, it also needs electronics, but there should be electronics in range. If not, I'll just bring some, but what it really needs is a lot of metal. You are broken down, that's good. 23 metal, that's not a whole lot, but it's fine. Electrostatic dust storm, I don't have to care about those because they can't damage my buildings faster than the Travelers can repair them. However, what I'm wondering is how long this dust storm is going to last, because I got 40% atmosphere almost, and that reduces the time of a dust storm. That's not working? The crosser's not working. Probably some idiot who broke it. You bring back metal, that's great. Those drones can pick up resources.
We have a food shortage.
We're going to bring all the metal back to the colony and use it to send rockets into space for the special projects. I'm currently wondering if it's probably easier to bring fuel over here. Food shortage. Yeah, that's something I actually expected to happen. I'm not producing enough food on this side of the colony. Do have enough food, but it's not being moved over. There's a lot here. I think the best course of action is to transport some food over and then extend the colony in this direction and build another farm. Yeah, can easily be done because there's like basically unlimited food stored in these two farms. Not a real food shortage, just like a distribution problem. There's also another way of fixing this is by using these drones to just carry food in this depot and then moving further over. You have too much rare metal. So there, okay. Could build the space elevator and export it, but I don't really care. Okay, electrostatic dust storm is about to start. I don't really have to do anything about this. I don't turn off the moxies and moisture evaporator anymore because they don't get dusted on anyways. My rocket starts are delayed. Solar panels ain't working, but that's fine too. That is a problem if I get hit by lightning. Leaks are an annoying problem, but this one can easily be avoided by just removing this piece of pipe here. Although I'm currently wondering, should I remove this piece of pipe and replace it by actually water tanks? That's the idea here. Like so. There still will be a connection of our rovers have to go around. I don't think I can. So what I'm doing is removing this piece of pipe. And not removing this piece of pipe because it will remove all the pipe. So, as we learned in the public service announcement, do it like so. And then just replace this part with a water tank. Another leak. This time it's over here. This time I have to ask myself why I never put valves here. I guess the answer is that I didn't have the metal back in the day.
No active research. Research complete.
Okay, let's see what else we can research. Landscaping, I don't care. I definitely need more waste rock. And I think all the other things I can research are pretty meaningless. I don't get why they did. Finally, someone is fixing it. Okay. The transport's coming back. Food shortage was kind of solved, I think.
Meteor shower incoming.
Meteor showers are no problem at all. Route?
Research complete.
Conservation landscaping.
A colonist has died.
That is unfortunate. They got hit by lightning. I don't understand how you can get killed by lightning in such a futuristic colony. Great, another leak. This time it's in a place where I can not as easy replace it with a water tank. Although I could place one here and then just remove this pipe and this pipe, and that should work too. My resources are low, but not too low. Generally speaking, I should store more oxygen. Another leak.
Research complete.
This is like very annoying. Oh, I can't replace this? What? What is this? Uneven terrain. Going to research some. Never researched this? Okay. Some things that I might build but probably won't. Okay, you are delivering food. Good. How about you deliver some electronics? 18 is more than enough. Don't know where they picked up like half an electronic. That looks like the university needs to be repaired anyway soon. This school as well. Anyone wants to fill this rocket? No? Lazy drones not doing anything? There's another leak. And I can't do anything about this leak. Being repaired, but so annoying. They destroyed a security station. Yeah, 24 is way too many. I need another. I have some unemployed here, so I could build. Probably they're now unemployed. Let's see, 7 unemployed. I can build another security station in this dome here, and then it can be operated by colonists in a different dome. But the colony has 93 seniors now. And that's way more than could live in this dome. Look at it. Resources. And unknown. That is interesting. Meteor storm started, and it is
Research
down
complete.
there. Hello, RC Commander. I think you are not going down there now. Oh, but it's transport to bring metal from here. I think that's fine. There's another leak. Going to take a look at it in a second. Okay, if I build a rocket, there is a leak that I can do something about. Mega storage. Never understood why building mega storages. These make somewhat sense because they use less space for more water or more oxygen stored. However, they are an easy target for a meteor. So I could place a water tank here, like so, and maybe an oxygen tank. Doesn't need to be in range of a heater though. So this one needs to be in range, but the oxygen tank does not.
Meteor incoming.
Just the dumping
Research
site.
complete.
That's the automated storage. Okay, what? Another leak. Can't do much about this, but the dust storm's also over, so we're fine. Dust storm's over, rockets being launched, all the drones are being damaged. Going to scan Alpha with Sledgehammer 3. And then I'm also
incoming.
And then I'm also going to build another rocket to send it to Doom. Rocket cost 112, 25, 50. Maybe I just built 2. Yeah, all the buildings seem to be cleaned. Another story bit, Children of Tomorrow. I think that's one of the story bits that I haven't seen yet, and it's also one of the few story bits that are not fully explained in the game's wiki, so I had to check the Lua file, and what I do first is unlocking those pipes. So there's 4 options. I think that just messes with their morale. These 2 do the same, but as futurist you unlock some extra tech, and this one is a different outcome. But as a futurist, I'm going to click this one. It doesn't do anything now, but it will do something in the future. Let's see how this story unfolds.
Anomaly analyzed.
21 polymer.
No active research. Research complete.
Every time I don't have active research, did some life from Mars get some points. Don't really need this breakthrough. I think I'm going to research it and this one as well, just because I can. First, I'm going to do this one. Martian festivals. I don't really know what counts as decoration, because there is of course statues which count as decoration, but also the gardens, and I wonder if the gardens count, and I especially wonder if the hanging garden counts, because so it doesn't change the service comfort, it just changes how much colonists get from visiting it. So mirror is being installed. Is this true? Yes. Okay, we do now have 10% temperature. 10% of Earth's temperature, I assume. But it also means that solar panels now produce 10% more energy, which is good. Martian festivals. Then I'm going to research these 2 breakthroughs, just to research breakthroughs. I don't know what else to research. Probably going to click nothing and just let the game research things for me. Yeah, this one has 10 drones. Can I store this polymer anywhere? There's some storage. I definitely need to bring fuel up here to fuel all those rockets. Yeah, definitely need to extend the colony some more. Get another senior dome, and definitely need another dome with a farm. Maybe I should build another RC transport. They are not very expensive and they can help. So because I can't store the power anyways, I'm keeping those scrubbers run all the time. Going to take a while till this one's filled up. Okay, this is where the scrubber range ends. The scrubber range is not a limiting factor, it's the heating range. Doesn't matter where I place one, I guess. So this rocket is being built and it's being filled with rare metal. That's not something I want. This RC transport build, and I forgot to use it. You don't have power, that's the oversight. This one will have power, of course. Okay, this rocket is being unloaded again, and now we can send it to another space mirror. Yeah. Glitterhoof 4. Goodbye. Needs fuel, that's fine. Needs metal, that's also fine. Needs electronics, that is the least of my worries. This rocket is being ready. Unknown? No. Going to do others first. Should actually use the RC transport to bring fuel over there. Going to up the priorities of these buildings in here, and probably going to build this observation station as well. I need more workers to run things in this dome. So the next dome I'm going to build, I mean, they actually have enough. Service building was full. Social. Yeah, there's a reason for that. My oversight of not building the outdoor gym that I wanted to build in this service dome. It's not because I can't find it, I just forgot to do it. Going to put all those buildings to max priority. Transport coming back, that should finish this open air gym, and then they should have access to social, I guess.
No active research.
And
Research
access
complete.
to... yeah, no active research things. Just 2 things are being researched. 3 things, actually. Whatever was in the list, I don't even know. This one was finished, and the adapted probes were finished. It's already 59%, so I'm not going to do anything about it for now. Just letting the game research whatever it wants. I'm actually wondering if it will do the Martian copyright. Okay, the next rocket's being built. Sledgehammer number 4. Turning off the export option. Wait, you're not working? You're not working. Probably because there's too much concrete built here again. These buildings are not working because I didn't click active research. Okay, that's way too annoying. We just click things down the line, whatever it is. I think those are the last ones missing. Before we do it, Martian copyrights once, just so it's researched once, and then we'll see if anything interesting happens. Fuel compression. Look at this. No more dust storms. I actually wonder what would happen if dust storms, if the atmosphere would go back to less than 50 and dust storms could show up again. Excellent. Blue skies. Okay, so no more dust storms, and although it doesn't tell me here, there should also be no more dust devils, which is both very good. At 75% atmosphere, the meteor storms should stop.
Research
or 80% maybe, I'm not entirely certain. I was editing the footage and I noticed that I never set up the school correctly, so not only is it not running during the night, which it should, it's also not giving the correct traits for just composed enthusiast. It's getting nerd and survivor, which is I don't need nerd. I mean the nerds probably have like unlimited morale right now because of all the techs I researched. It was cryosleep, by the way, one that I researched, and life from Mars and adapted probes in the very next second. But this is going to end very soon, so there's only like 3 techs left in the normal tech tree, and then there's 3 more techs in the terraforming tech tree, and then there's only Martian copyrights and Martian patents left. Anyway, so this rocket is going to picnic, and this rocket is being fueled to be launched to set up another space mirror. That should be done in a moment.
Anomaly analyzed.
Just got 2,500 signs from this one. Passenger model completely useless with the last arc. Game rule, I actually hope that for the new version of the game, the relaunched version, you can have tourists even with the last arc, because it's kind of actually removing a large portion of the game. And off we go.
We have a food shortage.
Okay, that is actually an issue. Not this food shortage per se. This is just a distribution problem. I do have food on this side of the colony, and I do have RC transport to bring it over, so that's all fine. However, last time I checked, I had 1,100 food, and now it's only 900. So I definitely need to extend the colony, and build another farm and produce some more food. However, I'm going to end this episode for now, so see you next time. And I'm going to not only fix this problem, but also probably build more rockets to send them to their doom.